So Springboks versus Ireland is a week away. The most anticipated test series in a very long time. 1 versus 2, world champs versus Six Nations champs. We've heard it all. It's gonna go down at a sold out Loftus Versfeld, July the 6th. Let's go. Can't wait for it. Now, predicting a team for this or the lineup is really tough, I think, especially with the box depth at the moment and not really knowing what direction Rassie wants to take straight up, or first off with this test series with regarding bleeding youngsters or wanting to win first up or giving new guys a crack or seeing how different guys will react to these big games, or if he's just going to go with picking the best. We want to win no matter what. Obviously, regardless if he's picking youngsters or blooding new players, you still want to win. Of course you do. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Have I missed out on someone? Who would you pick over a certain player? And what direction do you think Rassie's going to take with this test series? Ireland, 2 games. Like I said, I think there should be a 3 test series. But anyway, before we get into it, hit that like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let's get into it. So predicting the Springboks starting 15 for game 1 versus Ireland. So I'm basing this off 2 things, mainly 2 things. All right. So Eben Etzebeth has said on podcasts before, I think on the Jim Hamilton podcast, that the Springboks want to be better during World Cups. So with regard to winning games during the World Cups, so during those 4 years in between World Cups, sorry, not during World Cups, in between World Cups, they want to be better, winning better. So it's a lot of narrative going around that Springboks are only good when it comes to the World Cup, which, yes, we're good at the World Cup, but I guess we can be better in between World Cups, okay? So I'm going off that, and then off this is my crystal ball, all right? Rassie will be eyeing up this game to go out there with his best squad possible. This game 1, win this game, okay? That's the big win, game 1, so that in the second game you can blood a few more youngsters. And if you lose the second game, the series is drawn, all right? So just keep that in mind. So I'm going with that. Obviously, you want to win both games. You want to win the whole series. But this is how I'm predicting this team of mine for game 1. All right. My Springboks predicted starting XV or starting 15. At 1, we've got Oxenchair. I'm going to read through it first and then we'll go into why. Oxenchair at 1, Bongi Mbonambi at 2, Frans Malherbe 3, Eben Etzebeth 4, Franco Mostert 5, Siya Kolisi at 6 and captain, Pieter Steph 7, Ivan Roos 8, got Faf de Klerk at 9, Andre Pollard 10, Cheslin Colby at 11, I got Damien de Allender and Jesse Krill in the centres, and then Edouard van der Merwe at 14 and Willie Leroux at 15. On the bench, we've got Malcolm Marx, Thomas du Toit, Trevor Nyakane, RG Snyman, Kwagga Smith, Marco van Staden, Kobus Reinach, and Sasha Feinberg Zulu. All right, so that's the starting line. Oh, that's my predicted lineup for this game. Remember, Rassie's going in this game hard, wanting to win this game so that in the second game we can blood a few more youngsters, give a few more guys their debuts. This is what I think, at least. So in the front row, so it is Ox, Bongi, and France, our best front row available at the moment. Obviously, Steven Kitshoff injured. I think Malcolm Marx still needs a bit more time, so him coming off the bench. In fact, they could actually swap that around so that Marx is guaranteed his bit of time at the start and then bring Bongi on like they did in the Wales game. But I think Bongi will start and to bring Malcolm Marx off the bench, but changing that whole front row, man. Thomas du Toit, Trevor Nyakane, and Malcolm Marx coming off the bench, that's crazy. But I think that front row is our strongest front row available at the moment. Our locks, Eben goes without saying, enforcer, ball carrier, line-out operator, and just obviously part of the part of the senior group, making the decisions, and he's been vital for the Springboks for a long time. Sos or Franco Moster, just workhorse, man. Tackles, rucks, tackles, rucks, tackles, rucks, tackles, rucks. If you're watching this now, go just watch Franco Moster throughout a game. Just that many tackles, that many rucks. And he'll go for a full 80 as well. Obviously, fantastic at lineouts. So he's great. So I think they go with that second row pairing. In the back row, Rassi's already said Sia is his captain. Sia's going to start at 6. So Sia goes in there, but I only think he plays for 40 to 50 minutes, maybe even less. And then they bring Kwagga Smith on for that extra punch. Peter Steph-Toy picks himself, man. Doesn't matter where, when, and how he's playing. It's fantastic. And really just the work rate he gets through. Obviously part of the senior group, making decisions as well. And just fantastic. I thought Evan Ruiz kind of picked himself after the Wales performance last week. Just a bruising ball runner. Really got through a bit of work, but we don't really have that ball runner. Like Jasper Wiese is not available. So Evan Ruiz for me, big, strong, mobile, just that perfect mold of a Springboks 8. It's almost like Dwayne when Dwayne Vermeulen first came onto the scene. Mobile, strong with ball in hand, strong tackles. So I think Evan Ruiz gets the jump at 8. So for my 9 and 10, Faf and Pollard, tried and trusted. Like I said, Rassi's going for I feel like Rassi's going to go for the win in this first, like guaranteed. This is our best team available. Let's go to win this one. And you know what you're getting from them. They are dictators, they're orchestrators, they're great kickers, great decision makers as well. And they've played their chemistry together really good. So I think he goes with that combo. Centers, same as the 9 and 10. You know exactly what you're getting from Damien Dallender, Jesse Creel. Jesse Creel was unreal in the Wales game as well. I feel like every game now for South Africa, the Bokke, he's just getting better and better and better. And he was brilliant against Wales. And you know what you're getting. Damien, strong ball carrier, getting us over the advantage line first phase. And I think they go that route for game 1. Back 3, so there's a lot of if, buts, maybes, who, when, how, what. Rassie has said Cheslin is fit. They're looking at, Willie is fit as well. Edwell, they're looking at managing his load, or I think something along those lines, but he's fit. So I've gone, Cheslin and Edwell are wings, and then Willie at fullback. So Cheslin, if fit, and Rassie said he's fit, gets the nod for me over Mapimpi. Because of what he brings. Like, yes, he finishes just as well. He's probably faster than Mapimpi, I think. But then what he brings more, like his skill set, his ability to beat a player one-on-one. I know Mapimpi's got pace and he's strong, but I think Cheslin has got a little bit more tools in his toolkit, if you can put it like that, to beat a player one-on-one, and just brings that a little bit more energy in that regard. Willie, I feel like, firstly, his left foot kick to exit it goes without saying, and that is so important to have that extra kicking option out the back. So Faf is a kicking option, then Pollard obviously a kicking option, then from Pollard plays out the back to Willie with a left boot. It's a massive big important role. Like Ireland have got it in James Lowe. Most teams have got that left-footed or the other-footed kicker to be able to exit, have different ways to exit out of your own 22. So I think that's important for the Bokke and why Willie will be there. And obviously his game play. He's popping up in the right spots and putting players in holes or just assisting line breaks, assisting tries. The way he reads the game on attack, unreal. I don't care what anyone says. Willie is up there with one of the best at breaking apart defenses, reading their defense, popping up, boom, you go there, you come here, come under, short, skip pass, chippiekie, long pass, kort, kyk, long, speel kort. That's Willie, man. And he's there, he's playing. Edwell van der Merwe. So this again, there's Kirkley Arendse, there's Mapimpi, there's whoever else that you can play on the wing. But I think Edwell gets the jump here because of, again, just rewarding how well he played in versus Wales. Fantastic game. You're not losing much between So like you pick between Edwill and Kirtley Arendse, very much the same. So it's like, let's see how Edwill can do now on like the biggest, against a massive, strong opponent on the biggest stage. Let's see if you can do it. Taking a little bit of a risk there, where Kirtley Arendse has been there, done that, played in World Cup finals. He's done that, where Edwill a little bit still fresh in that regard, but played out of his skin, the opportunity he got versus Wales. So I think he gets the jump there. And then the impact, gone for a 6-2 split. You expect early subs, especially in the front row, especially with Siya Kolisi as well. It's worked well like that, where Kwagga comes on and just creates chaos. Also thinking of like the thought of Thomas de Toy, Nyakane, and Malcolm Marx coming on at the same time. And then RG Snyman. You got Marco van Staden, like a whole new forward pack almost coming on. And then with the backs, I've gone for Reinach just because Grant Williams played last week. Maybe they need to give Reinach a go, but that could also be Williams because they can both cover wing. And I've gone with Ngumu Zulu because he can cover 10, 12, fullback if he has to, jump on the wing if he really has to. And that's why I think he gets that spot there. So that's my predicted 15 and bench for the first game versus Ireland. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I've gone for the, yes, Boks want to win during or in between World Cups, but I think Rassie goes into this one. He's also thinking long term. Well, let's win this first one. Let's go hard this first one. And in the second one, we can take a little bit more chances with who we pick and blooding debutants and so on like that, because it is only a 2-test series. If you win the first one, the worst thing you can do is draw the series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Go Boka!